Well, it's Friday, the 19th, 2 days before spring, and it snowed last night. So we had like 20 of us inside the shelter per se at Siler's Bald shelter. It was warm, but it was windy again. It stopped raining and instead started snowing, so you can see the result out here. The operative word of the day is mud. It's pretty muddy. So I've got trying to make it into Newfound Gap to catch a lift into Gatlinburg. I've got a Motel 6 reservation tonight. So the road has been open and closed. Yesterday it was closed, and the word was it was going to be closed today. But the last we heard from a Ridge Ranger, one of the ambassadors, is that it was open. So trying to get down there before it closes. So I've gone just under 4 miles on the way to Clingman's Dome and further on to Gatlinburg, where I'm going to spend the night. As you can see, it's pretty a lot of mud, but this is doable. So I still need you folks to subscribe. I know some of you boomers are probably thinking if I subscribe, then some robotic caller is going to call me and try to sell me some extended car warranty on my 1965 Nash Rambler. That's not going to happen, at least not through mine. And nobody's going to call you to say they need your account number and your social security number or else you don't get your stimulus check. That's not going to happen either. So subscribe and like if you would. Do me a favor, give me some really positive feedback, and I appreciate all your comments. See you down that road. This could be you on your next family vacation. Gorgeous Appalachian trail with slushy trails, ice falling on your head from the trees, rain coming down through the branches, slush, walking through ice fields, and going through Clingman's Dome over ice. This could be you. Look, some more bears. A whole family. So I made it into Gatlinburg, and I must say the last 2 days were quite the adventure. On Wednesday night, coming into Spencerfield Shelter, the last hour was a downpour, and it rained all night long, and the wind it was like constant 20 to 30 mile an hour, gusting up to 60 to. I was in constant fear that a tree was going to knock over the shelter during the middle of the night. And there was 25 of us in the shelter. I slept on the ground in the sitting area, not on the boards up in the 2 decks. It was crowded. It was cold. We got up on Thursday morning, and walked all day in the rain. Well, there was a little sunlight in the afternoon, but it was muddy, it was wet, it was windy. I got blown off the trail at least twice, just picked up and blown off. Wasn't a good time. We got into Siler's Bald shelter, and everything was wet. But I did get there early enough so that I could at least sleep on the planks on the wood on the second deck. And that was nice. I mean, that Z-Packs bag is really something special. It kept me warm all night. It got down into the teens. And then we woke up today on Friday, and there was snow on the ground. And a ranger had told us last night that the road was closed on Thursday to get into Gatlinburg. And she would tell us in the morning today if it was going to be open. Well, she got up early and she told us about 7 o'clock that it was going to reopen, but it was probably going to close again by 6, so it's in your best interest to get down to the Newfound Gap before 6 o'clock. And I did. So that was about a 12-mile day, I think, and it's just plain awful. It was slushy. There was ice falling down from the trees. There was snow, so it was like snow and ice. So a nice day. It was just awful. So I got into Newfound Gap, and then I found this guy who came out from him and his wife came out from Lexington, Kentucky, about 2.5 hours away, and they just came out here Friday to spend the weekend shuttling people back and forth from Newfound Gap to the shelter. So he gave me his phone number. He said, "Hey, tomorrow when you're ready to go back to Newfound Gap, give me a call." His name is John. Well, I don't know his last name. It's his trail name is Tabasco. He was on the trail last year when it got shut down, and has an extreme love of the trail and everything connected to it. He wants to try it again next year, I think he said. But I'm going to give him a call in the morning, and well, I'd like to buy him breakfast or something, because what a swell guy. Him and his wife are just special. That's the kind of stuff that happens on the AT. So I'm drying out tonight. I'm getting ready. I'm not going to take a 0 day tomorrow. The rest of the family just texted me and said they're taking a 0 day, but I want to get on the trail. I think I can do 11 miles. I want to get out of the Smokies as soon as possible. So we'll see you tomorrow.